cooler than yesterday. Not by much, but definitely cooler. Still pretty refreshing though. Good morning, happy Saturday, everyone. Let me set you down right here real quickly. Let me do one thing. There we go. Darn it. My stabilizer just sort of fell apart. And by stabilizer, I mean I just simply stacked my two thongs behind it. Yes, I wear two thongs. The shoes, that is. Okay, I just feel like a really cold breeze and I'm still soaking wet, so one moment. Oh, that's cold. That is very cold. Whew! Okay. Whoo-wee! That's a lot better. That is definitely much better. Now the only thing that feels damp are my swim trunks. Okay, so, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness, shall we? Actually, you know what, come to think of it, they're all intertwined, so I guess I could just simply get to the video. One moment, please. Shades. Ring. Chain. And of course, a nice comfortable chair. See if I never get it exactly even. There we go. So, yesterday's video was rather late, which was definitely my low. Here's the thing. Basically, there was stuff that my mom wanted to do with me, but she didn't communicate with that, so that's kind of why the video was as late as it was. But that's actually not my low at the moment. I said that my low, my high, my act of kindness are all intertwined with each other. And there's a reason for that. Because my family that visits from Ohio once a week every year just went home today. I mean, obviously, all good things have to come to an end. I'm not naive enough to believe that's not true. And for the little time I did get to spend with them, I'll get to that in a minute, it was great. I mean, there have been plenty of times where my immediate family, you know, my brother and my parents and I were working, and that family was up here for the week, and we didn't really get a chance to see them much. I mean, that's happened before. But I don't know. I guess this year kind of hits differently for several reasons. I mean, for starters, like, I literally put on my 2025 bucket list that, you know, to spend time with my family visiting from Ohio. And technically, yes, I really could check it off. In fact, I am going to be checking it off if I haven't already. Actually, I know for a fact I haven't already because I haven't done it yet at the recording of this video. But, yeah, consider that item on my bucket list checked off. I just wish it was more time. I do. But this happens, and plus, they are going to be coming back for a little bit in the fall, which is nice. And then they'll be back next summer. Next summer. Yeah. Like, anytime you hear that something really exciting that you're looking forward to is coming in a year, I mean, it's nice to know it's going to happen in a year, but you still have to wait a year. And Lord knows what could happen between now and then. I mean, hold on. I get to knock on wood in this dock because the dock is made of wood. Obviously, nothing bad should happen. But if it does, not really much you can do about that. Let's see. So, I was able to see them. My folks and I were able to see that family last night. And, you know what? First, it may have only been a few hours, but they were some of the best hours of 2025 for sure. I get there, and my act of kindness was I made guacamole for it. For everyone coming in. They actually had ordered, seriously, my cousin made this killer, Thai dip. It had, it had peanuts on it, and, cream cheese, and, carrots. It was, really good. There was also really good salsa there. Of course, come on, it's my guacamole. Of course my guacamole is going to steal the show. For dinner, we had, ribs, mac and cheese, beans. I didn't really eat the beans. Yeah, full stop. I am not really much of a beans guy. Yes, I know that beans are very high in protein, are great for, people, especially who are vegetarian, vegan, that need protein. But, bro, I'm just not really a beans guy. The only beans I will eat on a consistent basis are green beans. I'll eat beans if they're in a soup or actually, it's not chili if there's beans in it. But I'll eat beans in a soup. You put beans in a soup, I'll eat that. That's good. I'll do that. But yeah, that's not to say I don't like baked beans. I like them okay. I just know that if you go to a party where there's a whole bunch of food, while baked beans are okay, there's going to be stuff that's factually better. And there was. The mac and cheese and the ribs were factually better. My guacamole was better than the beans. Let's be real here. So, got to spend the time with... Actually, no kidding. Last night, for the first time in my life, I actually had a Corona. Yeah. In my entire life, I never had a Corona before. It's funny. A couple years ago, I was chatting with a mutual friend of both my brother and I. And I told him that my brother loves drinking Corona. And he's like, no, dude, get Modelo. As luck would have it, I go out to somewhere else later that evening. And actually, it was at Champions, believe it or not. It was at Champions in Elmira, of all places. And they had this one deal where it was I think you could get a bottle of Modelo for $2 or something. It was a really good deal. Or maybe not, it was $1 or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I guess in a bind, if I have to have a Mexican beer, yeah, I'll do Modelo. Again, I've always really been more of a cider guy, so I'm more of the Angry Orchard type. Then again, I like drinking sweet things. Listen, I love soda, so, Mike's Hard Lemonade I'm okay with as well. But yeah, I tried a Corona for the first time in my life. Even did that thing where you put the wedge of lime down the tube of the bottle and put it upside down and got all foamy and stuff like that. I could not taste even a whiff of the lime. Not even a little bit. I'm glad I had it. And under different circumstances, yeah, I'd probably try it again. I tried this really good white wine from Weiss Vineyards, literally 5 minutes walking distance from where I am right now. I literally pointed into the direction where it is. I'm not kidding. That's how close I am to it. And no kidding, I learned a new card game. I learned how to play golf. No, there's literally a card game called golf. and it's really cool. There's basically like 9 rounds. In a way, I guess it's kind of like a combination of, I guess if like poker and scat and a little bit of goldfish melded together, that's golf. Basically, everyone gets 4 cards, 2 bottom cards, 2 top cards. You're not supposed to look at your 2 top cards. You're supposed to look at your 2 bottom cards, right? And the rules are: kings are worth 0, aces are 1, the number cards are worth what their numbers are, and jacks and queens are worth 10. And it's golf. You want a lower score. The point of after each round, you want to have like as low a score as possible. And you flip through cards, you can just choose what card you want to get rid of and stuff like that. But you can't look at your top 2 cards. So if you have like a king or an ace, and that's one of your top cards that you don't know what it is, you could potentially be getting rid of that for something that's not good. Also, if you get multiples of the same card, they cancel each other out. So that's really cool. I think if you get cards in sequence, like 1, 2, 3, 4, for example, like I think that counts as 0 as well. So yeah, I learned how to play golf. That was really cool. Here's what's really interesting though. My cousin has been really big into playing a game called Mahjong. I mean, listen, I've said this before many times on camera. Crazy Rich Asians is one of my all-time favorite rom-coms. And easily the best scene in the movie is the Mahjong scene. So, yeah. It would be kind of silly of me to not hold that scene in high regard and not know how to play the game that is literally in the scene. Full stop, I still have no idea how to, but it was nice. I get like, there are some things that cancel each other out, like you can't build like pairs and stuff like that from like the discard pile, stuff like that. Those parts I can kind of understand, but like, my God, I get why Mahjong is so ridiculously competitive. So that was really cool. I don't know. I would probably. I'm definitely a learning on the go kind of guy. Where like, if someone tells me what to do in a game, like as I'm playing the game, I can pick it up pretty quickly. I mean, that's what happened with Scat when I first learned how to play that. Hey, run. So, yeah. I got to spend time with him this past Sunday and last night. I mean, listen, in a perfect world, there wouldn't be me, because they live all the way in Ohio. It's not like, they can just simply be here within like 5 minutes of you asking them to come or whatever. Although, before I forget, if you couldn't tell, obviously I mentioned my act of kindness was making the guacamole. My low and my high is the fact that my family, that's who's from Ohio, left today, and I saw them last night. That's my low and my high, respectively. So, it is a real treat that I get to see them, once a year. And they said they're coming in the fall later. I don't know when that is, but it's probably going to happen. So, I guess it is nice that I don't need to wait a year to do it again. But, I don't know. With with everything changing, I mean, think of it this way. Like, my parents are tearing down their cottage, and they're going to rebuild it. I mean, this format when I'm up here is going to be exactly the same because they're not tearing down the dock or anything. They just like the building that they stay in. That's the only thing that's changing. I could probably do it. I know years ago I did a video of the inside of the cottage. I mean, it's a little too late to really do it again, but I could. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess it had to be. I mean, it's one of those things where it has to be, you know? I mean, everyone has to go on vacation at some point, and eventually you gotta go home. And when you spend it with people that love and care about you, that's what makes it special. And that's why it's such a real treat to see my family from Ohio or anyone on my mom's side of the family. Yeah, for reference, the family visiting from Ohio is on my dad's side. And like my family that lives in Massachusetts and in Colorado, that's my mom's side. So it is a real treat to see them or even talk to them. Yeah, full stop. Remember a few weeks ago we had that one church service outside? It was actually the same weekend as my aunt's birthday, on my mom's side, that is. So, yeah, it was nice to get to talk to her. I guess as I'm growing older, and while I do possess the desire to meet a nice girl and start a family of my own, it's also important to remember the family you have right now. Even if, like, they're not... Listen, I don't think you need me, of all people, to tell you this, but you don't need to be blood related to be family, obviously. So, spending time with the people who love and care about you, that's what family is. Whether they're blood related to you or not. And it's nice when you get a chance to do that. And even though it really wasn't much, I can definitely say it's a lot better than nothing. That's for sure. I guess now the only thing I can do is enjoy my time up here. It's a beautiful day outside, clear blue sky. The water feels great at the moment. It's only gonna get better as the day gets nicer. Honestly, if you're looking for a day to be out and about, you're going to be hard-pressed to find much better than this. Even if you're not up at any of the Finger Lakes, you know, it's still a beautiful day out. I mean, obviously, I'm sure if you're watching this like in, you know, the deep south or far up north, I would imagine the weather there is vastly different, but that still doesn't mean you can't have a nice day. So, I don't know what the plan is for today, but given that I just had a really great night last night with my visiting family from Ohio, or my family visiting from Ohio, excuse me, I can definitely feel better about that. I'm sad that they're gone, but I'm very happy I got to see them at all. And that's what's most important. And I was up here doing it too. I hope you liked this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video. For all you guys who are watching, enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Did I say happy Saturday? Good Lord, I don't think I said happy Saturday. Well, happy Saturday if I didn't say it already. And remember, if you guys want to talk, I'm always going to be here to lend and always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.